Hi everyone, Gavin Wood here.
Leonard McQualter.
And we're from the Outrageous organisation. And we've just popped in to say thank you very much for your support and to tell you a little bit about how the Outrageous organisation formed and how outrageous the game and Lotto the game happened. So Lenny, let's take you right
20
back.
years ago.
20 years ago.
20 years ago we've been...
That's early 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Then about 91. 91 we started.
Yeah.
Pancake Parlour.
That's right, we had a lunch, didn't we?
We did.
There was...
Roster Wiley.
Rusty Wiley, the star, the singer, and who was our production manager. And there was also Joan, my business manager.
Yeah.
And we all sat down and we talked about, loosely about a couple of games we should develop. And then the serviettes or the napkins came out and you started drawing on napkins.
And I still have those napkins to this very day.
Hey, how cool is that? That's great.
It is, it's great. It's a lot of memories. The
good thing about Leonard, he keeps everything.
I'm a hoarder. I am seriously a hoarder.
And I've been in the States for 6 years, and thank God for Leonard and his hoardism. Now, tell me, we developed the games back then.
Well, Outrageous was the first game we worked on.
Yeah.
And Outrageous was the video interactive board game.
Right.
With the crazy Lord Charles Lancelot as the lead character.
So whenever you're feeling down, that fella.
The one, the Lancelot Lunge. Remember the Lancelot Lunge?
That's a hot song. Hot song.
Oh, yeah, and we still have that too. We still have the master of that.
Yeah. So Lord Charles Lancelot III was the central character, and then he had all his players around him.
Yep. The 6 characters.
The 6 characters.
Which we'll tell you about another time.
Yes. Now, it was really exciting. We thought, wow, we're on a winner here because everything just seemed so right. It was perfect. What happened?
At that time, it was one of those special games that people could really envisage some greatness with this game.
Right.
And so, really, we brought together trivia. Yeah. We brought together the interactive side of people who play the game becoming the characters within the game and acting out the characters of the game while you're playing.
And beating Lord Charles Lancelot and then getting out of Lancelot Lodge.
My lord.
Yes.
What was that saying?
Hey, my lord.
Yes.
Yeah. And then you get out of Lancelot Lodge if you beat Lord Charles. So there's that element as well. And there's also the interactive element that we're working on. But I think, Leonard, we were too far ahead of our time. We were way ahead, like 20 years, because you've now gone in under the bed and under the house, pulled everything out and looked at it and gone, we can do this today.
Well, the technology of today is so much better, exciting than 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And, the internet, also, and we're talking about Lotto too, they sit well with the internet. Lotto was on the way to becoming a online game, plus it's also a Bible board game shortly.
A Bible board game?
Buyable.
Oh, buyable. I thought you were throwing a Bible in there. I thought, wow, we're getting religious now.
Yeah. But yeah, they were really interesting times. We had a period where things stalled.
Yes.
And
also the economy stalled as well. I mean, everything tanked around the early 90s, didn't it?
It did. But yeah, and I think, we're back here, we're 20 years later. It's that 20-year cycle in entertainment.
Yes.
What happens with people? They record a song, 20 years later, all of a sudden, they're back in mode.
Yeah.
And
also...
Vogue is the word. What am I saying?
Vogue.
Mode.
Yeah. But guitarists, who are in bands when they're young, they get married, they have children, they put the guitar under the bed, don't they? And then 20 years later, when the kids leave the house, they go, I'm going to get out that guitar. So you went and got out the game.
I went out and got the games, yeah.
Well done, because these games need to be out there because they're a lot of fun for everybody.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing. They're entertaining family games with that slight touch or edge of insanity. Certainly the insanity side
Yeah, of outrageous.
of outrageous.
And then Lotto, the game is another completely different kettle of fish, isn't it?
It's a
competitive.
monopoly.
Yeah.
It's really a monopoly. Which
I did Lotto for years, with the numbers and the balls, and this is just similar to that. But it can be a very, very exciting game, right to the very end.
yeah. Well, I mean, I'm going back to outrageous. We talk about what was happening then. We did 2 pilot shows for a television.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, for 7.
Yeah.
And then we had Southbound Press wanted to do use our characters for TV week, and there was so many different great things happening around us.
Right.
Yet we had this strange stall in Life Air.
Yeah. Yeah.
I still have all that paperwork from 7, from Columbia TriStar in LA, from. But yeah, it's exciting.
So, well, the most exciting thing is now you've revisited it, and
we're back.
and I've come back to Australia,
Yep.
and we're working on it, and it's about to explode.
Well, I think that's an understatement. And if we get your support, and that's the key to this at this moment, is the support from crowdfunding, and we're here for that particular reason. Gavin and I really need to finish part of our life, really.
Yes,
it's the most important part of our life, and I think
A very creative part of our life. We believe in it so much, and I'm sure you'll believe in it too when you get on board.
thank you so much.
From Leonard McQualter, and Gavin Wood, we thank you for your support. Now, if this audio hasn't worked, I'm going to cut your nuts out.